This is the best of enemies.
4, 5. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the season finale. It is episode 10, Best of Enemies. I'm joined again with the best of dicks, Rodney. Vinny.
I got the best dick.
Morning.
Yeah, that's gonna be a drop. I got the best dick. Anyways, today is usually got a packed show for you. We're gonna fire off with though, just to get it over with. NCAA Kansas wins down 16. They are the champions. This is Bill Self's second championship. Now 08 and now this year. And he is also, if you guys didn't know, he's the most winning coach right now since he's went to Kansas. He has the most wins in college basketball of all coaches. Is he the next Mike Krzyzewski? Is he the guy that's going to take the next panel now that Mike's gone?
Yeah, and I don't know the answer to that question. I'd have to think about that real quick. But I was going to say, they're not favored to win it next year. I know that. So that's. They should be, and I don't see why they're not. Who the Hoosiers? I think they said it was or something crazy. Dude.
Oh, I can pull up their odds.
Indiana?
Yeah, I can pull up the odds.
It was some
Michigan.
Michigan's 10th.
Boom.
Sorry, I love
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
You would. They also say, like, I'm not trying to bring this up, because I'm completely switched. But they say that the Michigan football, we're supposed to go to the Rose Bowl next year. Like, that's their predictions. So that's pretty stupid, huh?
Is that a playoff game?
No, they're not putting us in playoff.
We're going to the playoffs.
Vinny, I know you'd fucking be like, we got this. But anyways, I would say yes, because I can't really come up with another coach that's, like you said, he's got the most wins, and Coach K's gone, so yes, that is my answer.
Duke's the favorite. Yeah. By the way, to answer that question, Duke's the favorite. UCLA is up there, Arizona, and actually Kansas though is number 5 up there. So they're not like their odds aren't out of control.
No.
They're up there with UNC as well. So UNC's up there as well.
I mean, as far as like the blue blood coaches go, like you got Izzo, you got Self, and you got Calipari. You know, the two geezers are gone. You know, North Carolina, Roy Williams, and obviously Coach K.
Right. That coach from Baylor though is starting to get up there too with wins and that program. I mean, I don't know his name particularly. I'm blanking on it, but
Gonzaga, they're 1 seed every fucking year. So
yep. Well, the other thing with Bill Self is also ever since he's been at Kansas, he's never been a 4 seed or lower.
Wow.
So he's always been a 4 seed or higher. Kansas has never went lower than a 4 seed. So I mean, that's like for instance, like Kentucky's always fluctuating, where Kansas seems to stay pretty, linear in their progression. So I mean, I can see it. I mean, and a lot of the facts play to that too in that point, I guess, against you, and also like this year he didn't have any NBA talent besides one player, the guard that they have, and they came back in that game. And I believe you watched the game, right, Rodney? I didn't watch the game, so I mean, down 16 in a championship game. It's and without NBA players, that was coaching. That was a lot of coaching to get back into that situation.
Their threes were hitting, man. They started going in, and when they back to back, you get some threes popping, man. The game's gonna change real quick.
Right.
I heard it was the biggest championship game comeback ever.
Oh wow.
It was. I'm happy that I watched that, man. It was a good comeback.
It seemed like a good game.
Good comeback, man. Yeah.
And then the follow-up with this was kind of you guys were bullshitting because you both are fucking Michigan slappies. Do you think that U of M and MSU can improve on this year and next year for basketball? Like, is there improvement to be had?
Our center's coming back, so that's good.
Dickinson's coming back. He said
he's coming back. He did. I seen it on an interview or something.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good, but I don't think did he play very good the last game that we went out?
Well, good. Your offense will be a bogged fucking offense that it always is.
Hate.
I don't give a damn. I hope he stays another year.
Did you guys make the Sweet 16?
oh yeah. What'd you do after that?
But did you guys make the Sweet 16?
Hey, you're just lucky COVID wiped our 1 year of championship material.
Well,
I don't know. I think we can clearly improve because all we have to do is go to the Sweet 16.
Year.
Yeah, we can't go back to the COVID year. Yeah, we can't hang on to the COVID year, the year that we whooped the dick out of you. Yeah, don't forget that year. Don't forget Cassius Winston.
On to the COVID
don't
year.
Forget.
What could
never forget Cassius to Winston. All right, never forget that.
Who's that?
Yeah, the guy that won the Big Ten championship. Yeah.
Then what? Oh yeah, COVID year.
Yeah, that's right. You're lucky.
Didn't win.
You're lucky COVID took him out.
We'll never know because you guys don't ever make the Sweet 16.
Oh, we made it 2 years ago, Vinny. Like, what do you get the fuck? Or 3 years ago? Did you make it this year? Shit. Oh, did you make it this year? Hey, at least our coach isn't slapping other coaches in the fucking sidelines.
5 years in a row.
Yeah, slapping coaches on the sideline. I didn't know Will Smith was coaching your basketball team. Oh,
you say that like it's an insult. I love Will Smith. I love Juwan Howard.
Yeah, well, good. Just know that you're a fucking coach of the hood rat.
They stand up for theirs.
That fucking slaps people in the fucking middle of the game on national TV.
Stand up for theirs.
Yeah, I see that. That's why he got suspended, right? Standing up for his players and saying he's gonna kill someone. That's
nothing wrong in
right.
that.
He said that. He said that.
Yeah, he said he was going to kill a coach. No, yeah, but no, that's okay. Let Vinny just distract from the truth, just like their whole rape fucking case that they fucking banked off of. Yeah,
let's go back to the raping.
How much are you paying those rape victims, Vinny? Oh, I guess that didn't happen, though, right? It didn't happen, though, right? It didn't happen.
There's no money there's no amount that's big enough. I mean, they deserve everything, so. You know, I'm not gonna fucking say they don't fucking deserve the world. Like, give them the bag.
Yeah, it looks like he's staying at Michigan. It looks like Rodney's right. I mean, they don't have much anything. Hunter, yeah, they said he withdrew, but this was last year, Rod. So he hasn't, unless I don't know Rodney's information might be better, but there isn't anything. He's not saying he's going or leaving, which is also weird.
Because he said it when he was in a conference when he lost the game we played last. Well, he was like, "I'm coming back." That's what he said. So that's just him saying that. So if he changes his mind, he changes his mind. But that's what he said.
The only thing I've heard regards to next season, who's coming, who's staying. I know Johns is transferring.
Shut up!
I hate Johns anyway. But
God,
man, be nice to your dogs.
No, I'm not gonna.
What the hell?
I'm still here. I just went mute.
Oh.
So the radio's not listening to me fucking try to murder my dog. Anyways.
This is a podcast, not a radio show.
Whatever. It's on the airwaves.
Come on. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight.
All right. So where we go? So we got them done. Let's get into
we didn't talk about State.
What are you talking about? State easily can improve. They only went to the round of 32. I mean, it's obvious they can improve.
That's what I was saying, Corey. You guys didn't make the Sweet 16.
Will they improve? Yeah, I said they can easily improve. You're trying to tell me you guys are going to the Elite Eights next year. Good fucking luck.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Good fucking luck.
As long as our guys come back, why not? What, they gonna get worse?
Because you're easily losing one player in Diabate. He's already declared. So I don't know where you're smoking. Yeah, he declared. And 2 Michigan State players declared. I don't need to say that. I don't have to pay attention to your damn team. That's your job. I don't give a fuck about your team.
Wow. We're having a discussion here.
No, you're having a discussion about how you're going to try to.
What am I talking to myself?
You're with the Sweet 16 every year. That's great. Throw a banner up.
I didn't know Diabate was leaving.
Throw a banner up for the Sweet 16 Kings.
Pause.
Yeah, that's right. You're
Rodney, you're my backup, damn it. Come on.
He can't back you up when you only go to the Sweet 16
every
year.
in the morning, man. You think I'm going to back anything up? Dude, if the world was blowing up, I wouldn't back it up right now. So,
Rodney just going to watch the nuke go off.
Rodney's like, call me at 10.
Wake me up when it's over, boys. Like, that's me right now.
All right, so let's then move into the NBA. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so it's coming down to the line. Everything's looking like obviously what we've already predicted. LA's out.
They're gonna win the LA's winning the championship. Don't
are they?
my words.
Yeah, right. Next year, maybe next year. But so there was the interesting thing about them though. Are they the greatest disappointment? There's a lot of analysts out there saying that they're the greatest disappointing team.
Gotta be if everyone says that Kobe would play or fucking Magic would play or anybody would play and LeBron's not playing.
Right.
I heard Davis is probably going to the Bulls, but that's just what I heard.
Ooh, I like it.
That's his hometown too. That would be a very
I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. That would make the Bulls really fucking good. They're already pretty damn good.
Yeah, it would make him good if he could keep those fucking ankles.
Dude, and so it goes back, and also we went to talk about that. Magic Johnson was on First Take and Get Up, I think, a couple of days ago, and he that's exactly what he said about Anthony. It's like his workout ethic or whatever it is has to change. And when Magic Johnson tells you that you have to change your workout regimen, you need to take that into consideration. There's no way that he hasn't already told him that. And that's what's pissing me off about Anthony Davis. If you have some of the great players telling you, bro, you could be better than us if you just get your shit straight and stop missing every fucking year. And it's like every year he's still like, I'm going to just not work out. I'm not going to do that. Like, I don't think he works out. I really don't feel like he works out. That's just my opinion.
Well, he was working out the year that he won the championship with LA, but I think after the ring, it's all fun and games from there. Like, I think we're in LA, we're good to go. Like, we're chilling.
COVID year. He had nothing else to do besides work out.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And they're lucky they got to play, fuckers.
Yeah, California's all open and shit now. A lot of distraction.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. I have nothing but negative things to say about Anthony Davis. Like personally, I hate players that have given more talent. Like, so for instance, with Anthony Davis, especially, and a lot of people probably heard of the story, and I'm sure you guys have heard that he was a guard in high school, and then he had a blow up his sophomore year, and he grew like 8 inches. So that's why he can dribble and shoot. And he's so diverse as a big man, and he's strong and thick, So like if he actually put in consistent workouts like LeBron and like the greats before him, dude, I don't know who could stop Anthony Davis. Like even the Joker would have a problem with Anthony Davis.
He could realistically get like a personal trainer that works on your body and like helps him improve that kind of stuff, but I'm guessing he doesn't do that. Like, how like LeBron and Tom Brady have a guy, they're gurus. He needs one of those dudes,
right? Oh, definitely. I mean, there's so many things that he could do better. I feel like I said, it goes back to I don't think he does it. I just don't think he wants to do it. I think he has gotten by on his God-given ability already. He's gotten a championship off his God-given ability.
He's 29 years old, so he's got a couple more years on the tank.
Right. Oh, it's just I don't know. I just don't think it. I don't think it matters if he goes to the Bulls. He goes to the Warriors. It doesn't matter. One way or another, Anthony Davis is not going to be there for you when you need him. Period. That is his MO.
He's been like erased from the NBA, in my opinion. Like, no one talks about him at one point, like you say, like 5 years ago, they were considering him the best player in the world.
Mm-hmm. He was the Giannis.
And now it's like no one gives a shit about Anthony Davis.
Mm-mm.
He's just robbing now. As long as he's with fucking LeBron, and LeBron's fucking doing superhuman shit.
Exactly. And then and so you got, like I said, Anthony Davis over there with all the gifts, and then you got a guy like Joker, who was picked in the second round, was thought to be nothing more than a rebounder, is out here doing something that no player's ever done in the NBA. 2K points, 1K rebounds, 500 assists in a single season as a center. Not even Wilt Chamberlain scored that many points in a season. Like, we are talking about, like, and I think Anthony Davis could be better than that. And yet he's letting this white boy show him up. Like, I mean, come on. You know, he's not a dog. He's got
not
no dog in him. And I wish
no dog in
Magic
him.
would just say that. No. LeBron's all the dog, and he's all the fucking the finesse, and that's the problem. That doesn't work out. You know, you got to have both. So I don't know. I definitely think the door is closed on him, and I think whoever gets him is wasting stuff because they think they're going to get something that they're not going to get. And you know, that's a sad reality.
You know,
Bring him.
you know,
Right. I mean,
Nothing but
you
defense,
guess
bro. Like,
that's what they said when he went to LA, and he's been hurt at LA every year. Even the championship year, he got hurt before this playoff started, and then came back. So I mean, I feel you. Like I just, like I said, I have nothing but negative things to say about Anthony Davis. Like I said, so
fucking Davis.
I already talked about Joker's stats. I think he's a lock for the MVP now that he's hit those numbers. So we can kind of like move that aside because I think that is what it is. But the other thing is, do you think Cade's a lock for Rookie of the Year? He's had now 5 games straight, 20 or more points, about 5 or 6 rebounds, and 8 or 9 assists a game. I mean, I think he's locked up Rookie of the Year, don't you?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I've been watching him. But the Pistons are going to be something to reckon with here in 3-4 years. Like, watch this shit.
Right.
Got something.
Right. No, definitely. I definitely think they're 2 players away from being very annoying in the playoffs. At least. You know,
you know what would be the fucking
Sadiq
miracle?
Bey has been
We get
what?
here and we find
when we're ready.
Dude, if we had Damian
that would be
Lillard
fucking
and
crazy.
fucking Cade Cunningham at the fucking back on the backcourt, that
That's
would
what
be
I'm saying.
so terrifying as an opponent to be like, because they both play defense. They play hardcore offense. They both can have the ball. You could bring them in on separate shifts. I mean, oh my God, dude, that's just a wet dream. Like, don't
We
give
need
me
to
a
get
boner
him
that I
this
can't
year.
really have.
and
And-
next star, and then with that, you know,
All the names.
all
all the,
the role playing names, you know.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think he's
What?
a lock for him
What are you gonna
for Rookie of the Year. I mean,
Who do you think's gonna
we
get
haven't
it?
won. I mean, you can't argue his fucking stats and you know the way he plays and shit. But this is Detroit, and we suck. And you know you got
Rookie
Mobley
of the
down
Year
there.
is not dependent on that.
I'm just
Mobley's
saying
hurt. He's
what-
been hurt, and he's gonna be hurt.
This might.
Mobley's
that
been
might
hurt for the
save
last
him.
3 weeks.
Okay, that
That's what
might
I'm saying.
save him,
Mobley's been
'cause I
hurt for the
know-
last 3 weeks.
I know the
Yep.
shade on Cade was, you know, he was hurt to start the year and he didn't play. So now maybe Mobley being out this past couple weeks, you know,
Mhm.
has brought, you
Mhm.
know, more attention to Cade. So
There was one other guy that was playing well, but he's not. He's the third one. I forgot.
Scotty Barnes.
Thank you. Yes, excellent. See, he's on point. Scotty Barnes is the guy that is the third guy, but he is the third guy. Like, I don't think anyone is arguing that he's not the third guy, and then it goes either Evan Mobley or Cade. And I think you could flip flop them, but like I was just stating, and like Vinny stated that yes, injury played a part with Cade in the beginning, right? They gave Evan Mobley the time to start his shine, but sadly, Evan Mobley got hurt at the end of the year for the last 3 weeks. And now this last week that we have, and Cade has been blowing up. So I think you're going to also see a recency bias. That's what I've always noticed with with any of these awards, really, is that it's always a recency bias. You know, no offense, Kenny Pickett shouldn't have been in the fucking Heisman conversation, but he went up there because he did a fucking dope ass fucking fake slide that they made an illegal play now. And he went to the fucking Heisman thing, you know? Should he have been there? Hell no. But
fully deserved to be there.
oh my God, you're on fucking crack. They had that's
joking.
all right, all right, okay. But I know where you're going with that, and it's because Kevin Walker got the fucking snub of a lifetime. But
No, he should have been in New York. No
he
doubt.
should have been in New York, and I feel like there's at least 3 players that you sent to New York, and I'm not even counting. I count Aiden fine, but I'm not even talking about Aiden. There's 2 other players I wouldn't have sent there either. because you knew they weren't going to win it. So why send him there? That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So, like Aiden at least was the defensive player. So fuck it. Like, I'll let that one slide. But like the 5 quarterbacks you had there, like, or the 3, it's like, come on. Like,
I'm of the mindset it should be one position, like,
like
Heisman
represented by
candidate,
one
yeah.
position.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
one
No, I agree.
quarterback, one defensive player, one running back, one wide receiver,
Unless the 2 quarterbacks are like neck to neck and they're 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or like the 2 receivers they're both like at 2,000 yards and there's like, there could be stipulations, but I feel you. There shouldn't be multiple position groups up there because that's not possible. But I digress. So the last thing I wanted to talk about with the NBA is that, like I said, it's the final countdown, just like this finale for our show. Like and subscribe. This is the final countdown for the NBA. Most of the play-in games are settled for the West, or they're actually all settled for the West. The East is doing a little bit, like there could be a little bit of movement, but assumingly the Nets are playing I believe it's the I forget what damn team it is, but they're playing like Atlanta for the play-in, which I think they'll beat, and then they got to play Miami. Do you think that they can beat Miami in a best of 7 with them not being able to play defense?
I mean, I think they can. I mean, I don't know. Miami's got a fucking phenomenal record. You never hear anybody talk about Miami because they got Jimmy Butler. I mean, I know who they got, but it's like they ain't got fucking KD and Kyrie, and they're always fucking getting talked about, and Giannis, and,
But they got Kyle Lowry. I mean, Lowry's still. I think Lowry obviously is a little bit older. I get it, but his NBA mind and ability is still just like a Chris Paul. Like, and in clutch time playoffs, he can be valuable. I just don't like. I don't like the Nets. The fact that, dude, I watched KD 2 games now score 50 fucking points, and they lose. 50 points, Vinny, and they lose.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I mean, Rod, like when I say that, like that's like I'm like, I got my best player. I'm like, my best player is dropping 50. We're winning every game he drops 50. Well, no, sorry to tell you. Actually, you lose every time he drops 50. How is that possible?
Kyrie's getting his too, ain't he?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Kyrie's usually averaging right around the 20, 30, and he's averaging right now like high 20s, 30s, but he's had, like I said, a couple games where him and Kyrie's probably had like 28 and he's had 50, and they lose that game because their defense efficiency is almost something in the ballpark of like 20 to 30%, which for ladies and gentlemen, you want to be somewhere in the 50 to 60 to 70%. These guys are horrible on defense, and they are horrible on defensive rebounds. They allow teams to shoot extra shots all the time. And a team like Miami, they're going to out-rebound them for sure. They're going to out-defend them for sure. Is that going to lead to – I think that's going to lead to a Nets leaving the first round. I really do. I don't see how they – like no matter – like
starting at center for them.
That's my point. Blake Griffin? You think he's going to be able to beat –
Blake starts?
Blake starts a lot. They have Blake.
Over Andre?
They have Clark, and Andre goes out there too. But
Andre all those starting.
All those players aren't better than Bam Adebayo.
Why is Andre not fucking starting?
Because he's garbage.
Bro, he's a rebounding machine.
Yeah,
you don't need him to do anything besides rebound.
If Embiid's not playing, but no, he's a rebound machine. He's a rebound machine for bad teams. Now he's on a team where it's like I said, the Nets because the Nets have so much star power. They're the camera's always on them, and I'd have to go look at their last 4 games, but they've been out rebounded every game. Every game they get out rebounded. So maybe Andre helps you like put a hole in the gap, but I don't think he can. I don't think he fixes the problem.
I don't know. That kind of blows my mind.
Oh yeah, dude.
If he's not fucking starting, like I don't get it. You got scorers everywhere.
That Clark kid starts too sometimes for them. But I mean, like I said, I think it's because they don't get enough out of that position group to have it out there. And what's the Nets style? Can you tell me that? Like, what's their offense? You know, what's their defensive paralysis? Like, no offense to Steve Nash, what the fuck are you doing? like, there's no defensive at all. It seems like plan. There's no offensive plan besides give it to Kyrie or Kevin Durant, which is fine, kinda, but not in a 7-game series. Not when a team is planning for this and ready to attack this every time you do it. I mean, I don't see how they can really beat, like, especially like a team like the Heat.
They're kind of like a Frankenstein team, honestly. They've just been fucking, jumbled together. And now, Kyrie coming back, that jumbles it even more. And, they traded for fucking, what's his name? Ben Simmons.
He's not probably going to play
and
much.
They bring in Andre and they bring in Seth Curry, and it's just a lot of pieces you're trying to fucking fit in the puzzle, and it seems like it's not working.
Right. No, definitely. I'm assuming, Rodney, you kind of agree with the sentiments, or do you think that the two of them can just beat the Heat? It doesn't matter.
I agree.
Yeah, you agree. Okay, that's. I mean, like I said, it doesn't seem one game. Yeah, they can beat the Hawks 1 game, no problem. But when you're talking about a 7-game series, shit changes. Like, coaches, especially a coach like Eric Spoelstra, a lot of people don't understand he's actually a really good coach, and he's going to adjust to be like, hey, we're going to clamp down on these two, and we're going to let everyone else score on us, and then we're going to try to contain them as best we can and get the stuff we can, get the defensive rebounds, get the offensive rebounds, hit our open shots.
Right, KD or fucking Kyrie gets the ball, instant double. Fuck everyone else.
Right.
Honestly.
No, exactly. So it's just, that's what it just comes down to. So, I mean, we'll see. But like I said, I think we're going to be surprised at how much the best players in the world aren't in the playoffs. Like, after the first, couple rounds, it's not going to be that. It's going to be, the new kids on the block finally, which is, I think, actually kind of refreshing in my opinion. It's about time.
I'm sick of seeing Kevin Durant, LeBron James fucking winning championships.
Yep. I'm tired of seeing bald heads.
Right.
All right. Right now I'm going to squeeze in before we hit the NFL. Just to talk about it a little bit. I just want to give Tiger Woods a shout out. Way to come back, stay 1 under par, 10th place. Looking pretty good for a man that literally almost died in a car accident not but 9 months ago.
Yeah, Tiger's a fucking freak of nature, dude. That, and I like what someone said in our fantasy chat. He just knows that fucking course like the back of his hand.
Yeah, Aaron. Shout out to Aaron, baby. Yeah, he definitely said that, no one knows the Augusta like Tiger. And there's no doubt he's been on there his whole life, literally. Literally, I mean, it's not right.
More than half his life.
It's funny that's not left, but exactly. He's been literally at the Masters, damn near his whole life. He probably knows every blade of grass and knows their name. Like, hey, what's up, Jim? How you doing?
He knows what kind of grass.
Right? He's like, why did you replace that Southwestern Kentucky for that Northwestern Georgia? I don't
know
like
a lot
that.
About golf. I know
a lot about grass. That's right, baby. That's right. But I mean, so, and then to finish this little golf segment, because obviously golf was going on yesterday and opening day was going on yesterday, even though I don't think nobody gave a fuck or cared. Is golf more popular than baseball at this point in time?
I don't. Tiger had a big crowd yesterday, but I just read that baseball put in 3.26 billion into baseball contracts this year. 3.2 billion.
Right.
I think that's the highest ever reached. And they didn't even play half the year, right?
No. I definitely think the money. Right. No, they definitely haven't played half the year.
Yeah, that's just crazy to me. Baseball's a whole different kind of
no salary cap, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's just
that's
crazy.
That's crazy. So and he's so let me I guess, and Rodney has a point, and I guess where I go with his point is that baseball started earlier. Baseball is one of the first major sports to really pick up and make money. So that's why I feel like they're making so much money still, because they're still making money from that old money. But their problem is that like, and 97 on the ticket was talking about a little bit yesterday is name some of these star players coming in this league. You can't, because why? You don't see college basketball at all. You barely see it. I mean, fuck. I like go ahead and try to find a college baseball game. And then you don't see these other prospects because they're from Venezuela, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, wherever, pick it. They're not coming from America. So you have no idea or no connection to these players coming in, like where you have with the NFL and basketball. 90% of the players coming in. And you can get excited for that refunneling of players, where baseball, they haven't had that. You don't have this refunneling of likable players because you barely can understand them and you barely know them. And
not to mention high
it.
school players getting drafted,
Exactly. And they never see them for years because they're in the fucking minor leagues for fucking ever. You don't see these players. And I feel like that disconnect, it hasn't hit yet, but it's coming. And I feel like where golf, like yesterday, golf just dwarfed your opening day. That's like college football dwarfing NFL opening day somehow. It's just like it's unimaginable. Where literally, like I said, it just no one. I don't think anyone gave a fuck that baseball opened up yesterday because
I think it's bad timing too. Because like, God, you could push this back a week and it could be your weekend. Next weekend, you got the Masters this week. Of course, it's going to be a huge fucking weekend for golf. This is the fucking Masters,
Right. Exactly. No,
like I don't watch golf, but I've watched the Masters before.
Exactly. It's a beautiful course, beautiful scenery, and it's always a great just golfing outing. It seems like for everyone that's there. But
Absolutely.
yeah. So all right, let's move on to the NFL. To start with, we are going to roll into a little bit of a draft. I'll talk about that in a minute. I want to start with, and Ronnie was just talking about it, was these receivers still moving? That's kind of the last, I feel like, stone to drop before the draft. So drafting wise, like where people are going to draft and what they're going to draft. These receivers are going to change that. And so the three receivers that I want to talk about the most really are probably the most talked about right now: AJ Brown, DJ Metcalf, and recently, which I don't want to put him out there because I don't think he's going to get traded, but Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel and the San Francisco 49ers are having a little bit of a lover's quarrel. He did the whole, I got rid of all of them on my Instagram and all that crap. Just like Kyler Murray. And because that's the new age now. When you're mad, you scrub your thing to show that I'm having a temper tantrum. It is what it is. But I don't think he's getting moved. I think they're going to sign him somehow, but he is possibly on the block. And I guess to go where they're going with that is that
he's probably concerned about his fucking quarterback position, man. It's like, let's be like, he is the quarterback. Like,
yes,
that's the problem here. Like, you know that I can do everything, and realistically, we have a problem with it's Jimmy G throwing me the ball. So I understand his frustration, dude, just because he doesn't have a quarterback, and I'd be like that too. Like, I need a quarterback.
I didn't know Deebo was out there like that, but is he still on his rookie deal? He's got to be.
I'm pretty sure he is, man, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so is DK.
Yeah, I know DK is. I looked into that one, but
what was that question? Sorry.
Is Deebo on his rookie contract here still?
He is on his rookie contract still, yes. So this is his big one. And he was 50% of their offense. And they haven't given him any, just like Lamar Jackson, dude. The Lamar Jackson situation is still kind of like not been handled yet.
And that's because by the Lamar shit.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a fucking rep. Yeah. Like, he doesn't have an agent. So no wonder they're fucking still in limbo. Like, get an agent, asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
come on.
That's realistically what the
it's
problem
really
is,
on
dude.
Lamar, at that point.
I know it's on Lamar. It's his mother or some shit, or it's family, or like the worst thing it possibly could be is what it is. pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna get
Yeah.
suckered in to sign him. I wouldn't, but what can you do?
I wouldn't sign him either. I don't think he can throw.
And
think when-
he's been getting
when-
hurt a lot.
When it push comes to shove, dude, he does a lot of running and not a lot of throwing. And that, like, look at Patrick Mahomes. I think that, like, a lot of his stuff finally caught up with him this past year. Like, he's a better quarterback, though, by far.
So many sports announcers say he's the best quarterback in the NFL, which is just nuts to me.
Right? Dude, right? Like, how is that possible?
Who, Mahomes?
When you're
Lamar.
Oh,
no Lamar. Like, there is. Sorry to interrupt, but like the camp with Lamar is split so in two, and it's such a black and white. Either you love him and he is the next guy, or you're like, dude, this guy is he's only going to be great for so long. And it's either side. Like, there's no in the middle. Like, there's no one being like, yeah, I think he's okay. It's like, no. It's either you're like sucking his balls or you don't care about it.
I think that Lamar will come back because he told Marquise Brown that he does not he does not want him to leave, and he's staying. He's like, I want you to stay. I'm not letting you go. So I'm pretty sure that he likes his boy. So I'm pretty sure that's where I think he's staying. But
they keep on throwing out Baltimore getting DK too. That's what everybody wants.
Dude, so going back to DK, I have, and which is the worst part about this is that there's 7 teams linked to him right now that are in the chats: Browns, Chiefs, Eagles, Saints, Falcons, Jets, Panthers. You notice someone that's not on that list?
Us.
Yes. Yeah. We are not on that list for some reason, even though we need a receiver. Now, I get it. He wants a new contract as well. All 3 of these receivers want new contracts. So if you're wondering why they haven't been picked up yet, it is not because the talent, it's because of the money. That's it. That's plain and simple. This is the biggest problem with all sports is it is not about the talent, it's about the money. And the money is, DK is looking like something like 25 mil. Brown's somewhere in like that range of 23, and Debo is going to probably want 26, or in that ballpark. So that's why these deals aren't done, and the Lions aren't getting involved because we can't pay them. But I still don't like that we're not even like saying, hey,
I also think the Lions are truly on this Jared Goff train, and they're thinking we just need to get cheap guys,
people,
draft guys, because they're all going to be on the fucking cheap. And Jared Goff's contract's going to be up here sooner than later.
Right. Dude, so what we're going to go with next, and just so everyone on the show is that we're going to be doing a draft 1 through 32 to finish. But with that being said, a lot of people have us at 32 either taking Dean or Ritter, the quarterback. I like that a lot. I think Ritter is actually and I've talked about this with you, Vinny. I've maybe even talked about it with you a little bit, Rod. I've liked Ritter since the beginning of the year. Since I watched Sam Howell literally fall on his face that first game or whatever it was that we had to watch him against I forgot who it was. They threw like 2 picks or whatever. I was done with Sam Howell there, and I watched a lot of Cincinnati games, and Ritter always impressed me. I don't think he never did anything that I was like, oh my God, this guy is like screwing them. Like, it always seemed like he was keeping them in the game. Head was collected. He seems like he has a really good NFL mind. And there's also talk that he's been going to all these teams and handing them a plan of how he's going to usurp their starting quarterback. So
Wow.
like kid has balls. Like kid is not, going into this thinking that he's not going to be a starter. And I like that too. And you need that because, like you just said, golf's gone. Like, golf in one way or another is going to leave. So why not have someone that literally wants to take his job and might be ready to take his job as well? Like, I don't know. But, like, I get it, though, if we don't draft him. I'd rather have Dean, honestly, in this situation that we're in right now. Unless we do something.
And I get the Lions, too, because maybe they're thinking Jared Goff's going to fail. Like, do we really want to bring in, like, some fucking big-timer to fucking make him look good? So it's like, fuck,
Right, exactly. Exactly. I mean, definitely. I think it's an interesting situation, but I also think dude, Dan Campbell came out and said it yesterday. He literally said, and it might be crazy, but you don't need an elite quarterback to win a championship in the NFL.
No,
and I think it's true. I
Look
do
at Matthew
think it's
Stafford.
you know what I'm saying? Like look at Trent Dilfer. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's been quarterbacks throughout the years that have literally done almost nothing, and
Nick
their teams have
Foles,
won
Joe
Super Bowls.
Flacco, you know.
Yeah, the list goes on. But I don't know. Joe played well when he won his championship. Actually,
He did.
You know,
He did.
honestly,
That
like
was
I think
probably
he
the best
was.
year he ever had.
Yeah, he's one of the few that like actually balled out when he needed the ball out.
Go with the rock fire that year.
Yes. It was epic. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, for the season finale, I am gonna bring down, and my boys here, we're gonna do 1 through 32, the draft selections. NFL. I'm getting a little giddy just thinking about it. Another one. So we have the 32 picks up right now as it stands with the New Orleans trade that has happened with Philly, which I still don't understand. But anyways, so with that being said, you're allowed to do trades. You are allowed to do just straight up pick. Just kind of keep in mind, I have all the prospects and I have all the draft orders. So when you guys make a selection, I'll let you know if you've already drafted them or not there. So we'll kind of just do we're going to do 2 people do each one. So we're not doing all 3 of us and taking forever. So I'll pick 2 to do the first, 2 to do the second. You feel me?
I want to do the second.
Shut up. No, you're actually, me and Ronnie are doing the fucking second. You're not doing the Lions pick.
There needs to be a white pick and a black pick. Can't be all white.
God.
I said
Did you seriously just make this
fucking race card?
Race fucking card and use it against me?
Racist.
This is too early to be fucking racist.
Tell that to Donald Trump.
Oh, there's amen, bro. All right, no, we'll all do the second pick. Obviously, that's our team. Let's just start. I'm gonna have Vinny start. So with the first pick, Jacksonville Jaguars select
Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. Oh my God, they go lineman. They go smart. They don't pick up Hutchinson.
Nope.
Woo.
They don't need him.
All right. So all right, Rodney.
I'm not.
You guys,
you guys are gonna all gonna. You guys didn't even agree on the Hutchinson thing, so I don't know how we're gonna go on number 2 if we're all doing it together.
Oh, we can all pick a different guy, and then I'll just kind of no big deal. But number 1 draft pick. I
realistically think that they are taking Hutch because that's just what everybody keeps telling me on mock drafts. That's where he keeps going, dude. So that's where I think it's going to. Just because I don't think Jacksonville is gonna fucking draft him. So I think we're gonna take him. So yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. So you think Jacksonville's gonna go that lineman then, right? Like they're not going Hutchinson, and then at the number 2 pick.
I thought Hutch was gonna go to Jacksonville for sure, but dude, Jacksonville doesn't seem interested anymore.
I agree. It seems like the love luster there isn't there, which is interesting that you say. So obviously with the second pick of the first round, Rodney is selecting Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions. But Vinny, what do you think for the Lions at number 1 or second pick?
Hutch
as well.
If he's there, it's Hutch.
Well, let me tell you that you're both wrong, because not only if we are sitting there at number 2 and we don't trade, let's just take trade out right now because it gets really crazy when we start doing fucking trades. Dude, there is chatter up the ass about Thibodeau. They sent an entire squad to go see him. They sent Brad Holmes, him, Dan Campbell, and their 2 head scouting coaches were there. Like everyone was there to watch him. They have been raving about him. and a lot of people have us linked with him. What I see is actually what Rodney was alluding to a little bit was that a lot of people are seeing that Aiden Hutchinson might not be the guy. Aiden Hutchinson is not this next world beater, Chase Young like type guy. And I think people rather take the chance on Tavon Walker or Thibodeau, who have the more intangibles, than take Aiden Hutchinson, who just looks like a plain old pass rusher. That's what I think is going to happen to you. And I think, if anything, Houston takes him.
What you're getting on here, though. I get it.
Who do you think's better on first and second down, Aiden or fucking Thibodeau?
Thibodeau has a 30% passer rush rating over everyone in the
on
NCAA
first and
this
second
year.
down, bro.
On first and second down, he has a 30% passer rating. Everyone else was 15 and 16%. That's your boy Aiden in there. He is by far our more productive pass rusher than freaking Aiden. And he might be better on a defensive run pattern. Dude, I don't care what you want to say. I've watched both of them on tape. I've watched all of his games against USC. Dude, you don't think that I'm not making sure I'm watching this kid too? Dude, Thibodeau, I don't care what I want them to trade. Vinny, there's no question that I'm praying to God New Orleans calls us and says, we'll give you 16 and 19 for 2. And I go, deal. Goodbye.
Well,
goodbye.
I'm out. It's pretty sure it's just because they just are so worried about a quarterback, man. They don't know what to do.
They don't like Jamerson. They don't know if he's going to make it all year. I'm telling you, they're calling us and they're saying, do you want 16, 19? And look, they can even throw us. Maybe they throw us a 2 or a 3. It doesn't matter. They're or one of those extra ones that they just got from the Eagles. Exactly. Nonetheless, I'm telling you, the Saints are calling us, and we're going down. Like I don't want either one of these guys, Vinny. I don't want Thibodeau really because I don't like his attitude. Is not good. He does not have a good attitude. I'm telling you. I've seen a couple comments from him. They're not good. They're just not. And with Hutchinson, I'm telling you, the ceiling is minimal. The ceiling is minimal. It is not something that you're going to expect. And I'm like I've already told about during this show and this podcast, we are going to watch Aiden Hutchinson. And if he flops the first year, second year, Vinny, I'm going to be so up your ass. You are going to wish you had never said the word Aiden Hutchinson ever. You better pray he turns out, baby. Because if you don't, oh man, am I going to come for you on that doorstep, baby. That's all I got to say.
Dude.
I know you do.
He made
it's too
our
much.
fucking year. He made our year, dude.
So with now the third pick, it goes to Houston. I mean, literally, I don't care what you guys pick. You could pick anything here. It doesn't it wouldn't surprise me.
Who's their quarterback?
Their quarterback this year is going to be still
Davis Mills.
Yeah.
And their biggest needs are edge cornerbacks and offensive linemen, and they don't say they need a fucking quarterback, which is just fucking crazy to me.
Isn't that crazy? That's what I'm saying.
Every mock draft thing I've done or draft like simulator, it says they need everything.
Exactly. That's what I'm
serious.
Like they're the biggest wild card to go because of that. Like they literally could shake up the draft because they could do anything that. So like obviously the first 2 picks happen, right? That third pick really is going to set the tone for what teams know are going to come next. Like all right, these guys are gone. Now these guys have to go, and people are going to really start moving. So Houston, I think, is really going to be the one that iced the cat, like that really sends off the draft, because I think our pick is either going to be predictable and that it's Thibodeau or we do something unpredictable and we do move down, and then that sparks the fire and flame, But yeah, Houston literally, honestly, as a podcast concerned, they could pick anybody. It does not matter. I don't even know. Like they could pick anybody. They could pick the top lineman. They could pick the top receiver. They could pick the top quarterback, even though apparently they're not going to do that. They could pick the top linebacker, the top corner, safety. You pick. They need it. So it's like, absolutely. I'm not even going to pick for them. So now we have the Jets that are next.
It's going to be offensive lineman, though.
For the Jets?
For
Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had to put your money down?
Yeah.
Because who's the receivers, dude? I almost say receiver.
Cooks. They got Cooks. I don't know anybody else.
That's exactly.
Such a fucking waste of a first round pick, though, to me.
I don't disagree with you. But I don't think that their organization is that smart. Like I don't trust the guy that they got from the Patriots like at all. Like he has not shown me anything that makes me go, oh, these guys are gonna make moves. Like just I don't know. Like I just don't. So with the next pick though, it's an interesting one. The next pick is the Jets, and the Jets kind of I don't know what they're gonna do here because they could be trading. Like we could be talking about that this is a different team here. Very soon. Like if they get DJ Metcalf, unless they get DJ for 10, I mean I could see that, I guess.
I think they already tried that.
Right, and they didn't.
They got
they
shut
didn't
down.
take.
Yeah.
So it's like if I don't think, and I don't think they're going to give up 4 for DJ, like personally. So barring anything crazy, I think here as well, the Jets also go lineman. Don't they need another lineman? I think they need a guard. If I'm looking at their biggest needs, but I gotta put that up.
They're probably going tackle.
Right, to help out your quarterback.
I was thinking the dude from NC State's going to go to Houston, and then that dude from Mississippi State's going to go to the Jets.
Right.
But they also need pass rushers too, so they could also draft that dude out of Georgia, Walker.
Interesting. It's possible. I mean, they're also a team that could use just a lot of help in general. Like they could go a multitude of ways and it wouldn't be a bad move.
Like it seems like they could go Kyle Hamilton too, which New York would go fucking nuts if they fucking drafted another safety.
Right. Oh my God, they'd be so pissed off.
But I mean, really the first 10 guys, they're all kind of locked into the top 10. They're just, it depends on who gets drafted first, really,
Right. Well, we're up there. We're up there right now with the draft power rankings too. But anyways, so going on, let's keep it base here because we're probably just gonna go to 15 because I don't want to make us stay, or we'll go do some more. We're gonna skip a couple here, but we're gonna do Carolina and the Giants. So the Giants literally have back-to-back picks.
Yes,
Giants need everybody.
Denver's biggest requirements at quarterback.
Right? Again, right? Like, isn't it weird how they're not? A lot of these teams aren't drafting to their biggest needs. Like they're like, well, I know I need a lineman, but I'm going to draft a receiver. I know I need a quarterback, but I'm going to draft a fucking safety.
No one believes in these quarterbacks, dude. That's what it comes down to.
You know who, as I'm looking at this, who should grab a quarterback is the Falcons at 8.
Right? That's honestly. I think unless a trade happens before that, that is definitely where the first quarterback might go.
Mm-hmm.
But like my only problem with that is that Atlanta, do they like Vinny just said, do they like this quarterback crop? Like you have Marcus Mariota. I'm not saying Marcus Mariota is some fucking Pro Bowl quarterback, but he might be good enough to bridge you a year of 500. And then you go grab a quarterback maybe next year or something, or maybe let Marcus make you have a bad year. Then you're higher up in the draft pick.
Right.
I get where you're going to, but it's like, I don't know with Atlanta. Atlanta is also interesting. That's where I go with if the Giants, the dumbest thing the Giants could do is stay there at 7. How are you not shopping that pick to New Orleans, to Washington, or not Washington now because they have a quarter now. They got Carson, but I guess I'd have to look down here. Who's really needs a quarterback? The Pittsburgh. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Quarterback wise in the first round.
Yeah, right.
Which is weird. There's not a lot of quarterback needed teams either. So it's like there's like. And that's the other thing is if you really need a quarterback, why don't you just go get Jimmy Garoppolo or there's a couple other quarterbacks that are still out there. Baker Mayfield's still out there that you could go grab. They're better than these quarterbacks in this draft, supposedly. So it's I feel like we're gonna there's gonna be quarterbacks that go in the first round, obviously, but
I think the problem is San Fran and Cleveland are asking too much. They want a first round pick for them.
and no one's going to give you that. That's ridiculous. Dude, look at what fucking the Commanders gave up for fucking Wentz. And Wentz is better than those guys, personally. Like, I mean, you could argue but they're all like the same player, right? Like Carson Wentz, Baker, Garoppolo, they're all the same talent level, maybe Carson Moore. Yeah, exactly right. Same tier. And it's like, instead of that, being the main theme, it's not. It's other shit. Oh shit, my phone didn't get dropped that. But yeah. So all right. So we kind of hit an hour. I don't want to kill us. I know we did a damn good show.
Can we go to 32 real quick?
Yeah, we'll go to we'll just jump to 32 because, like I said, it's really hard to base these guys right now because the receivers haven't moved, and I don't like Rodney's my boy Rodney, he works a lot. Both of you guys work a lot, so I don't want to keep you guys. So no, we're not going to break down fucking Washington, Minnesota, Houston's another draft pick.
Now we can do a whole episode on the draft because we could literally talk about this for an hour, no doubt.
If I was the Eagles, man, I would never give up my draft picks, and I would fucking get solid 3 defensemen, and I would make sure they were all Hall of Famers. And
dude, they were there to do it.
And I would have the best defense for the next 10 years because that's what I would do.
I mean, they did get hooked up by New Orleans. So, I mean, I don't see them trading them too. But, yeah, I would have stayed with them 3 because they could have fucking really capitalized this year.
Yeah,
definitely.
I would stack
because every fucking, draft I've done with, I've always traded with the Eagles, and I picked, fucking Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean, and fucking, Jermaine Johnson or Ajabo. Right there, it's boom, defense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Or you could pick a Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams is going to be there too.
Yeah.
So
it'd be interesting.
They're fucking prime.
Right. I think it's going to be. This is going to be one of those really interesting drafts because there's so many teams with multiple picks too. You got Kansas City has 2 picks in the first round. We have 2 picks in the first round. New Orleans has 2 picks in the first round. Philadelphia has 2 picks in the first round. Houston has 2 picks in the first round. The Giants have 2 picks in the first round. And the Jets have 2 picks in the first round. Half the damn league isn't drafting in the first round.
Right.
Kansas City, Green Bay both have 2 picks. It's fucking
nuts,
yeah,
Green Bay has 2 picks too. Holy shit, they have 22 and 28. I mean, it wouldn't shock me one way or another what happens, particularly,
It's on a fucking Thursday.
Yeah. Thursday the 28th. We're 20. That's why we did this too. Is we're 20 days away, so not much is going to happen. So you should kind of have an idea of where everyone's going to go to a degree.
I'm just thinking because I want to watch it, but I work Thursdays.
Oh, dude, take it off. Right. I took it off.
It's going to be. It goes on right. The first round.
I'm looking does anyone know what time it is?
It's always at 8 o'clock or some shit.
It says day 1 of the draft will begin at 8 p.m. Dude, I could realistically, because I've been getting out at 7:38. I could just tell my boss that I have to leave early.
Do it, bro. We should all chill.
Well, we watched the last one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we did actually. He's right. So yeah, we could make that kind of a show too. Possibly that'd be really good. That'd make this a little bit better. Then we could do the actual 32 pick thing. So yeah, definitely. Amen. So yeah, people get ready for that. Mm-hmm. Best of Enemies gonna do that draft, baby. The 28th.
We'll do that.
Again, boys.
I go to Florida. Yep, it was a good show. I go to Florida the week after that, though. So that's when we'll do it. We are doing that, so we will hang out that day. So
we can hang out that day, and then we won't. When you're down, we won't do a show. We'll get fired up for because that'll be season 2. We'll get really going into season 2.
So 28th, I'll see you guys. So that's perfect. But
good. All right, boys. Well, that was another great episode of Best of Enemies. I hope you got a little bit of that information from us. Hope we can help you and like and subscribe to the channel, boys. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
You guys too. Bye.